I'm only here until the job is done. Know where I'm going.
Oh, looky here, if it isn't the little upstart from Vault 18. I've been looking forward to a second showdown with you. You killed 30 of my patriots. Their blood is on your hands. I bet you feel real proud traipsing across the wasteland. But your game is up. Now I have the home court advantage. What didn't your pappy downstairs tell you? You're just a Xerox of some dead guy he scraped off the kitchen floor. You're Project Brazil, the little parasite that could. You have the same experimental virus in your gut squirming around that we do. He installed one of the Enclave's top secret properties in you, and now the whole world is after your corpse. I was never fighting for your vault, moron. I needed the data the Wasteland Scouts had locked away on that mainframe about Project Brazil. The Patriots were a bonus. One of our own built that vault. I was trying to save his legacy. Unfortunately, one of those kids just happened to be you. Freedom is all well and good until it gets overrun with mutants and unions with no moral fiber. When freedom and democracy are in enemy hands, all that's left is to fight for righteousness and apple pie. We're gonna get this country back in check. We'll wipe it clean and clear of aberrants, then get Old Glory waving above this nation again. What in the hell are you talking about? I know exactly what I am. Good old American ingenuity is what's keeping me alive. Quit talking bullshit, maggot. I was created to subvert the aberrant element that infests this nation. You were talking to that Anaya Rand bitch, weren't you? She thinks she knows what I am, where I came from, but she has no idea what I've become. I'm a crusader against the weird. It's my one purpose in life, just like her daddy meant me to be. You don't know what the hell they put me through. You don't know what it's like to wake up one day and not be the same person you were. They tortured me for 10 years. They carried out experiments on my body and mind until I couldn't even remember what I was anymore. Then one morning I woke up looking back at myself. I didn't have a choice in becoming this. Ideals and the mission were all I had left. They offered me a way out. I took it. I forgot everything that came before. Out of the fire, my soul was born anew. No more questions, no more fear. If I was ever anything else, this is all that I am now. It's all I'll ever be. Oh, I know what it's like talking to her. She's in my head, boxed away like a memory of a past life I never lived, reminding me of everything I'm not. I'll do anything to put that annoying voice to silence, always mocking me, tormenting my waking hours. I'm going to be free of it. Then I'm going to be free of you. No, your weakness means nothing to me. You shall fall.
Okay, we have one last thing to take care of. Get the missile ready. When the engines ignite, it'll vaporize Bragg and Chevy, and my mission is over. It's a TAC-5 MIRV. It has 5 warheads inside, one for each FEV storage facility across America, including this one. Project Brazil will be dead, for good. And so will all the others. Time for one last pre-war history lesson, kid. Project Brazil is just the number 2 facility where FEV was stored. Project America was Mariposa Military Base, which was nuked to high hell. Project China, Project Denmark, and Project England are in the Midwest, Chicago, and Washington, D.C. We get this missile airborne, Bragg and Chevy will be vaporized, then this nightmare is over. For me, at least. I'm going to go down there and make sure they can't distract you again. You stay here and trigger the launch protocol. I won't be able to hold them off for long. Make sure you target the Enclave bases. They're marked on the map. I made my peace, kid. I know what I have to do. I'll make sure they're under the jets when this thing launches. You'll be the last of Project Brazil's legacy. Make it count.
God damn it! You punk-ass mutant bastard! You think throwing me down this hole is going to defeat me? I'm invincible, unkillable. The red, white, and blue flows through my veins. You may think you see the last of me stuck down this hole, but I will climb up there and kick your ass. You will never be rid of me. I will haunt your nightmares. I will fight you until America is free at last. Damn it, kid, are you listening to me? What the hell is that? You son of a bitch! Don't you dare attack that missile! No! No! Damn you, mutant bastard! No!
You made it back out. Everything inside that building dead? Good. What's going on with that bomb? They had another base? You're joking. Where the hell was it? Holy Hannah! And you actually managed to program the MIRV to hit them all at once? That's insane! If we can confirm your story, you have just saved the NCR from a far more deadly conflict down the road. That's incredible work. Really. Outstanding. Which makes this next part all that much harder. God, I'm sorry, kid. I hate to be the one to do this to you. NCR brass caught wind of what you are. They know what that mutant told you about Project Brazil living in your body. They know what you can do. Some of them wanted to put you in jail for what you've done, to take the fall for me. Others want to cut you open, but I've got an alternative. There's a military base up north called Navarro. It's an ex-Enclave holdout, one of the NCR's best research facilities. They need a new special agent, like you, a courier protecting vital packages on their way between secure facilities. I want you to head up there to Navarro with that launch key to the dagger point system you triggered. It may solve a problem they're having. You can take this new mission from me, or they put you away someplace dark. It's up to you. I'm sure it will. Now that we're tapped into the President's desk, you can charge whatever you want. I'm going to have to ask you to leave your companions behind for now. President didn't ask for them, just you. I'll make sure they're well taken care of and set up at some place nice. You'll be able to pay them a visit every now and again. I wish this had ended different. You deserve a break after all you've been through. But I have a feeling you'll hear that a lot. War never changes, kid. Come on, let's get a move on.
The war for California is over. While the embers of Fort Dagger Point still glow, the raider tribes are conquered by the NCR military. What few super mutants and raiders remain flee to the far corners of the wasteland. With Elsdragon dead and the Bishop family forced into retreat, the pass finally finds itself bathed in the tide of civilization. The local tribes are pacified, the land reclaimed, and the road to the Mojave is finally free for explorers to travel. The NCR soon discovers Hoover Dam and the long-lost city of glittering lights. Their next step is to invade the Mojave. They will continue to rapidly expand from Mexico to the far northern frontier, bringing an era of prosperity, however short-lived. As for you chose to launch Fort Dagger Point's missile array against the Enclave, destroying Fort Dagger Point's FEV reserves and crippling their operations across America. But they soon recover in the Far East and rise again to use their anti-FEV serum, secured by Colonel Bragg, to menace another hero from Vault 101. This act of courage wins you no friends among the NCR. General Silverman finds himself disgraced and exiled to the far northern frontier, where he is sentenced to serve out the remainder of his days alone in a desolate mist. You settle your remaining allies in the town of Hopeville. Not long after the town begins to prosper, the Fort Dagger Point key you kept with you all those years triggers the self-destruct on the town's arsenal of buried nuclear weapons. Your healing powers keep you alive, but slowly begin to wane after you crawl out of the newly created divide. Eventually, you settle on a job as a courier, carrying packages through the dangerous wasteland to get by. After picking up a unique platinum chip from a mysterious dealer, you find yourself brought to your knees in a graveyard just outside Good Springs.
You got what you were after, so pay up.
You're crying in the rain, Pally.
Guess who's waking up over here?
Time to cash out.
Will you get it over with?
Maybe cons kill people without looking them in the face. But I ain't a fink. Dig? You've made your last delivery, kid. Sorry you got twisted up in this scene. From where you're kneeling must seem like an 18-carat run of bad luck. Truth is, the game was rigged from the start.
You're awake. How about that? Whoa, easy there, easy. You've been out cold a couple of days now. Why don't you just relax a second? Get your bearings. I'm Doc Mitchell. Welcome to Good Springs. Now, I hope you don't mind, but I had to go rooting around there in your noggin to pull all the bits of lead out. I take pride in my needlework, but you'd better tell me if I left anything out of place. How'd I do? Well, I got most of it right anyway. Stuff that mattered. Okay, no sense keeping you in bed anymore. Let's see if we can get you on your feet. Good. Why don't you walk down to the end of the room, over by that vigor tester machine there. Take it slow now. It ain't a race. looking good so far. Most patients don't get out of bed after being shot and then move like they was in perfect control. You're unusual, I'll say that. All right, I guess that about does it. Come with me, I'll see you out. Here, these are yours. Was all you had on you when you was brought in. I hope you don't mind, but I gave the note a look. I thought it might help me find a next of kin. But it was just something about a platinum chip. Well, if you're heading back out there, you ought to have this. They call it a Pip-Boy. I grew up in one of them vaults they made before the war. We all got one. Ain't much use to me now, but you might want such a thing after what you've been through. I know what it's like having something taken from you. And put this on too, so the locals don't pick on you for lacking modesty. Never was much my style anyway. You should talk to Sunny Smiles before you leave town. She can help you learn to fend for yourself in the desert. She'll likely be at the saloon. I reckon some of the other folks at the saloon might be able to help you out too. And the metal fella, Victor, who pulled you out of your grave. Anyway, you ever get hurt out there, you come right back. I'll fix you up. But try not to get killed anymore.